So supposedly I'm live, but I would never know that because there's nothing telling me that I'm live. I mean, this is something, right? And then it says stop streaming, so that kind of indicates that I might be live. But I mean, honestly, what else is going on here? Wait, what is this? This is go live. Like why? Like, oh look, that's a good indicator right there. I've never actually seen that before. But if we click in, I think that's when it gets problematic because there's this thing, connect streaming software to go live. Oh, okay, this is good. I've never seen this before. I mean, previously I was trying to stream and it would never even get to this like live preview. Or I mean, there's a semi delay on it, but this is a very good sign actually. I'm very pleased about this. Very pleased. Now I can calm down, as because I know things are connected. But yeah, like going back to like what I'm working on right now, I am working on this site here. Let me just get rid of my bookmarks because it's a bit distracting. So this is a platform I mean, the ultimate goal is to be able to transform content from one form to another. But for now, it's just pure audio to video. So there's a lot of podcasts that exist that are just pure audio, and they haven't gotten into the video game. I mean the video game, right? They're not doing video podcasts. They don't have their camera setups. They don't, I think it's just like much more convenient, yeah, but I think it's also worth the investment to actually do that. But, some people are also camera shy. There's so many reasons why it doesn't happen for a lot of the podcasts. But yeah, I mean, they should be able to have, I mean, you have to assume that out of those millions of podcasts, like I forget what the full number is. I think there's like around 4 to 6 million podcasts globally. I think a bunch of them are video, but there's also a huge chunk that are just pure audio. And like you have to assume there's probably like real gems in there that should be shared on other platforms like TikTok and IG. And they're not. They're just like buried in the content. Content what? Content mound. There's just too much. Like some people say, there's just not enough data. Like there's not enough content, and I would say well, I mean, it's debatable. Like there should probably be more content, but we just need better algorithms to unearth the things that matter to users. And I think it's not just about, I mean, we can't do it with the current paradigm, like with an X algorithm. You can't do that accurately. You can't do it accurately with TikTok, although TikTok seems to be the best performing algorithm, but it doesn't actually consider your like higher self in the equation. Like, so if your lizard brain just has you in like a deer in the headlights moment where you're just watching like fight videos, it's just going to think that's what you like, or watching like thoughts, like it's just going to keep, it's a stupid algorithm. It's not the algorithm of the future. So yeah, I mean, I've made a bunch of updates recently. Dude, I hate when that happens. Excuse me. How embarrassing. I'll just like mute that from now on. It's like coughing. It's terrible. So yeah, I mean, it's not super fascinating of a website, but I just like, so the thing I wanted to really focus on with this site is decrease the text, like the amount of text a user would have to go through to or read, right? Reading rates are abysmal. If you just show too much text, I think just people are just burn out instantly. Like that seems to be like what happens for a lot of people. Like I think there was some Nielsen Norman or Norman Nielsen. I forget what that firm is, but they did some studies about like the amount of text that's read on a site is so it's like I like to say like under 20%. So let's just like give them the 20% that they're gonna read, and then like that's it. So just basically the stupid shit, like like the straight to the point type shit, and just call it a day. So like there's no actual paragraph text. It's just basically titles, and people get a good understanding of what's going on. And so like there is this. It's really basic. It's just 5 steps. It's upload your podcast, choose your formats, design the look. These are just going to be like templates, like various templates, something like this, like, and then render the videos and automated posting to all the platforms. I think Facebook would probably be there as well. Yeah. So, and then there's this calculator, because since this is it is a generative AI application, that does, cost money for every generation. Generation being like finding the edit points of your shorts, your short form videos. So there's that, and then there's just like, well, we want to prevent abuse. I feel like this is like the way things will probably be going, rather than having the typical SaaS monthly subscription where you're going to have some users abuse the hell out of it, and then some users just barely ever use their plan. I think that's like, okay, that's one way to go, but how do you, I feel like it's just very, it's easy for the customer to just like wrap their head around, like, okay, I'm going to be spending 20 this month. And it's just, you can hold that in your head really easily, but it's also just, well, I don't know. I guess it could work out, right? But I also don't like it. I don't like it. I mean, I know AMP code, that agentic command line, like TUI, text user interface. It's like kind of like a competitor to Cloud Code. A lot of people like it better than Cloud Code. They charge by, like you buy credits and then you use those credits up and then you buy more credits. But it's like it's clear in that way. But it's also just like, it's much different than Cloud Code. Like, a $20 subscription per month for that. You're going to probably, I mean, some users are going to be using their credits up. You might actually be paying a lot more for AMP than, and the same thing goes with like Root, not like Klein. Like if you hook up your API key to like client, like you can like really rack up a lot because they don't do any like context, behind the scenes context fuckery, where like where they're just like really, they're using a lot of the context window. I mean, this is to my understanding, to be clear. Like, I'm not an expert, but this is what I've heard, that they put more, they don't like skim, like the context, the way context is handled is just more thorough. Like all of the information that should be in that call, to have it perform to the best, to achieve the user's end goal. All of that information is going to be there. There's no like cutting out of anything. There's no cutting. There's no filtering. From what I understand, it's just like the best. It's the method that is used to get the best results, but it costs money, like a lot more money. Yeah. Why didn't I just say that? Jesus Christ. Yeah. So like, I'm performing. You're in front of the world. Not really. So here's like what I have in Figma. This is like, I'm still working on the light mode style. Yeah, I mean, I think in general I've gotten a lot done here. Why? Okay. I think this is what I'm going to hit next. This is a kind of interesting. I mean, I don't know about this thing. It just seems like very. I don't know if it like super fits in, but it also kind of does. Let's see, how did I make this? See, like I have this like vision of where like these lines get smaller and smaller, and then it like enters this arrow. I like that idea. And then it like fades out at the, at the back end. I like that idea. And it's just like scrolling forward. So we're going to try to do that. Like, this is going to be pretty challenging, I think. Or maybe not. I think it needs to be bigger. Well, let me go to 0, Command 0. And I mean, it's pretty small. Let me see what I have in dark mode over here. Like this, the way I've been designing is very, it's so scatterbrained, but like that, when you're moving fast, it's just the way it is. Like, there's nothing you could do about it. When I've worked for startups in the past, it was more tight. But since the velocity nowadays is just so fast, it's, yeah. All right, so basically, and I don't like this, something is wrong with this thing here. There's also like a problem, like it's not, the motion is not as smooth as it could be, so I'm gonna have to be doing some refining. But Shawala Kitura. What did I just say? I don't know. I speak in tongues sometimes. This will be flowing forward. So I can just tell that this is like 1 pix stroke thickness. And then this is, I guess it is. Am I just getting duped by the motion? I can't tell. So we're going to be replicating this over here. And yeah, so, okay, repurpose. So we're in the hero section. Start a new, okay. In the hero, what are our hero sections? How it works section, hero section. Definitely in the hero section, we have, all right, we gotta kind of like clear this up. Oh no, I did actually want that. Fuck. Damn, dude. Hero section. Oh yeah, the hero waveform is right there. And we do want the, okay, the how it works section, actually we want the, it's the, what is it called? It's the upload podcasts, upload illustration. That's the one where the wave is like flowing. Right. Okay, in the hero section, now I have to target that section where there's the wave, right? It's like that. What is, god damn it, get the fuck out of there, Figma. It's the wave. Where's the wave? Yeah. Oh, yes. Yes, of course. This one. I'm just going to copy that where we, I don't know if I should do that actually, where we have the, what is it? The image, alt, podcast waveform. Oh, look, here it is. Yes. Shit. How do I do this? Oh yeah, we just want to deal with this section here. Right. Where we have the podcast waveform. I'm being too verbose right now. I know I could do this much better. We want to replace that with an animated waveform like the one here. Where is that? Yeah, but how's that actually even being generated? Oh yes, we have this thing called animated wave. Yes. I wonder, I think I could just like basically do this. Like I could just really just do this. I mean, that would be, but have it move in the opposite direction from right to left. And, shit, hold on, let me think. There's also a size difference, massive size difference. And also take up the same amount of space as the podcast waveform in the hero section, which is 193 pics width. But the thing is, I'm gonna want to like make it a little bigger. I'm just trying to like target it as percent. Well, I don't know. Maybe I just want to be like not so ambitious with my prompts, because sometimes that can lead you down a dark spiral. So I'm trying to be careful. Okay, while it's doing that thing, we can do a little bit of exploration here. I have to deal with this crap here. I don't know like how, I don't know what colors to do here. It seems like this is definitely throwing me for a loop. Like this one here is like too saturated. I realize I'm getting away from saturated colors, but then of course we can't do that in, you know what, I actually have, why don't we try the dark grade? I've got this like kind of like badass color here. This is, of course it's not really showing up, so we got to break it and then manipulate it. And like, you know, Figma, even in 2025, still hasn't fucking fixed their, look at this. Now it's accurate. Their gradients are, their gradient code is still fucked. Sorry guys, but it's literally the truth. Oh, we got notified on progress. Let's see, well, it's not actually working there. Hero section, let's see what has been done. We're importing the animated wave here, and then it's being added here. There's height and width there. There's speed 60. I don't see a different distance. I mean a directional change. Shouldn't it be like changing the direction for me? Well, whatever. If you want, okay. Oh, minus 60. Okay, got you. I don't see the changes on the front end yet, so I'm just like praying it's gonna like, ooh, look. But that motherfucker shit. Dude, that's fucking unacceptable though. Do you know why? Oh, there we go. Look at that. Oh. Yeah, I don't know this. It's just not smooth enough. Is it just because, yeah, I mean, I'm going to have to put this through Lighthouse. Oh, look at this. This is not good. I'm a bad developer. I am such a bad developer. I am not a developer. Let's just be honest. I'm just like faking it. I'm faking it until I'm just gonna always be faking it. Fuck it. Like, let's just be honest here. I'm never gonna learn how to code. I have no desire to learn how to code. I tried to learn how to code. One time I even took a C++ book out of the library and I tried to consume it and it kicked my ass. So. And I was on a very nice green lawn while doing it. Okay, so this is like pretty butter. I'm feeling the butter energy right now, so that's cool. You know what? This deserves more height. Like, let's be honest here. This height is just not acceptable. It needs more height. And I'm not gonna say let's make what if I was bold and I said let's make it 2 times the amount? Is it gonna work? No, probably not, because I'm not a developer. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, no, it requires something more than that. There's always something else, because if you don't know what you're doing, you can only assume. I only assumed, and now it's not loading. Whatever. Yeah, why is it not loading? Did it just like, the server is still running, so what the fuck is going on here? Dude, what the fuck? This is not right. Leave me alone, dude. All right. Now, of course it didn't work. Let's just do it again. I am a little bit worried about just like how slow that like 8 seconds, no fucking way. We're gonna have to do some serious optimization later on. All right. So like let's go ask it. Okay, now please increase the height of the waveform. Waveform in here. We're just gonna do that. To 100 picks. I wonder if it'll do it. I don't know. I have to go take out my laundry. There's always a little bit of praying that you have to do when you're working like this, because you just never know. I don't know. I think it's just getting better all the time. Max height. Oh, look at this. It says 100 here. Okay, well, okay, that's not that bad. Look at that shit. That's not that bad. It's kind of big. It's kind of too tall, right? Shit. Anyways, let's see. Let's see how this is structured. Okay, so we have a gap between here. Gap 4. Okay. Huh? I'm a little confused here. Well, I mean, there's also responsiveness that is being calculated, right? So it does get a little bit different, here, for example. Which I haven't addressed fully. Oh shit, it's so sluggish. Fuck. I think I'm gonna have to actually do some optimization pretty soon, because I'm just pretty depressed about how terrible it is. Okay, so let me just call this up. Oh god, no, stop. And my request is going to be getting rid of this gap here. So yes. Please, no. Notice the gap between the animated wave and the arrow SVGs. Notice the horizontal gap. Oh, well, actually, that's not always true. Yeah, so now we have to be very careful to be wow. So 641, the horizontal gap from 641 picks and up. With goddamn. Okay, yeah. We're targeting, notice it. It's you can see it, can't you? You can see it in the screenshot. And it's that first, I don't even know what you call these. Okay, you call them gaps, but the first one, okay, so it knows what's going on. Can you please make sure that specific gap does not exist from does not exist on viewport widths 641 picks and up. Laundry. Like I think streaming is, I don't know. I think it's a kind of loneliness thing. I think people stream because they might be lonely. I think that at least for a bunch of them, that's the reason. All right, let's go see. Yeah, I'm basically implying that I am lonely, but I choose it. Oh yes, that's very nice. I do enjoy what I see right now. I do enjoy it. Now we want a period of transition, probably about like 100 pixels, where these like vertical lines of the waveform start compressing down to a single pixel. So you're going to see like a fade out of sorts, but it's not a fade out. It's just transitioning into like a data pipeline, like the arrow. Okay, so great. Now can you add some special code for this specific instance of the animated wave that, how do I word this, that causes the lines to decay. And I want that to be here. I want it to be here, except I want it to be here where I can define that region. I can control it just within the hero section, because this only applies to the hero section. So maybe it's something that is built on to the animated wave. We build that functionality somewhere in this file here. Can you add some special functionality for this specific instance that causes the lines to decrease in height as they reach the end of the containing div, e.g. once each vertical line gets to 100 pixels, right now the waveform is at -60, which means it's traveling from left to right. So I don't know if this is right. I just need to like do this, just like kind of like do that. Do this, and then e.g. once each vertical line gets to 100, moves to the right and gets to 100 pixels, gets to the point where it's 100 pixels from the right edge. It begins to decrease in height over time, and once it reaches the right edge of the container, it is at 1 pix height. Separate. Oh, wait, what are you doing? What happened? Stop it. Wait, what? No, what the fuck, dude? Holy fuck. What the fuck just happened to my shit? What the fuck, dude? Yo, Windsurf, you're fucked. My whole prompt is gone. What the fuck just happened? Holy fucking shit. Oh, God, fuck you all, motherfuckers. Jeez. Oh, my God. I spent so much time, like, writing that thing. What a bunch of assholes. That should never happen, dude. How the oh my God. How the fuck did it not, like, save it to memory as I was writing it? Fucking asshole motherfuckers. Oh my God, jeez. No, I don't trust it. God, jeez. Oh my God. I'm so ultra depressed now. Totally depressed. Okay. I just feel like crying right now. Okay. Pull it together. Okay. As the lines move from left to right, please have their height decrease to 1 pixel over the pixel. The area of this height transition will start 100 pixels from the right side of the container div. I feel like that could be enough, but hold on, let's think. As the animated wave, what is it? Is it called animated wave? As the wave lines move from left to right, please add functionality that make their height decrease to 100 pixels, to 1 pixel. So, to be clear, the area of this height transition will start 100 pixels from the right edge of the container waves container div. Is that enough? I feel like it is. You know what? I'm just gonna do it. I don't know if this is enough. We'll see how good it does. Let's just pull the trigger. Unbelievable. Yo, windsurf, what the fuck? Jesus Christ, totally unacceptable UX. Like somebody is like gonna be spending time crafting a prompt inside that damn text box, and then somehow, oh no, they click up arrow and then it's gone forever. How the fuck does that make any sense? And who is testing this shit? Honestly. Like to have your users be the guinea pigs, I think is kind of criminal, honestly. Like you need some like tight ass testers, like really anal retentive testers. Because then, you know, it's like a fine-tooth comb and nothing is gonna get through those motherfuckers. You know what I mean? They're just like analyzing the hell out of each thing. There's no laziness to these people that should be hired to do this. You know, like they're just like perfectionists. But if, you know, like, I don't know. I mean, that's like the ideal world, and I think we have to get there. Like we need to develop autonomous testers, like front-end testers. Actually, I've been working on a project that does that called Teststar. But it's like, I think most of the code has been written. You know, I had Claude Code do it and then I just never tried it out. I don't know why. I think I might just be self-sabotaging myself because I think if that works, I mean, all the logic is there. If that works, that's going to like revolution. I mean, I already believe Windsurf is working on something like this. Claude Code is probably working on an agent like this. Same with everybody is probably playing around with the idea right now. Probably, and you know, like something like that is required to complete the loop, the agentic loop, where you know you can clearly identify and define what has to happen, like on the front end, like you know, like to be able to clearly define that the user flow is so critical. And okay, let's just go. Stop talking. I'll stop talking. I know. I'll just stop. Oh my god, it's fucking dope, dude. Look at that shit. Yo, that's butter, yo. Oh my god, I love it. I just love it. Oh my god. I'm so happy right now. Oh my god. Kind of like it's not fully aligned though, right? That's a problem. But that looks so nice, man. It's like just pleasurable to it's like a pleasure to look at. Kind of. Yeah, that's really fun, dude. So some thoughts, initial thoughts. There's a kind of imbalance between the section, like yeah, I think just in general, like we need to, like I think if we increase this by 100 pixels, then the arrow, like what I'm trying to say is you have a perfectly centered get started button, but then these arrows do not look perfectly centered on top of that get started button. There's an imbalance. There's just a general imbalance. Like I know it's centered, like it could be that case where the gap is gone, that horizontal gap is gone, so now things look a little bit wonky. So I think that's probably the case here. Let's go back and, okay, cool. Well, let's just also look at did anything happen here? No, it's still good. Okay, good. Yeah, things are going smoothly. Okay, now can you please add an extra 100 pics of width to the animated wave? I guess it'll be like 100. Oh, sorry, yes, of course. Let's check the live stream. Nobody's viewing it. My God, it feels like such a loser. Nobody cares. Piss me off. But you know, that's just how it is. I guess that's normal. I don't really know. I think it's not correct to say I don't care. I do want eyes on this, I guess. But there's also a comfort to knowing it's not like, no. All right, so let's go take a look. Oh, no, that's not correct, dude. Let's go see what's going on here. Well, we can just go show what's happening here. Oh, it's the canvas. Look, hold on, here we go. Let's just go take a picture of this and then go take a picture of the canvas. So that those are the two pieces we need to show the agent. Wait, is that correct? Stop, what are you doing, man? God, why are you so annoying? I hate UI so much. Oh, I see what you did. Well, that's not the effect I wanted. I believe the canvas element needs the extra 100 pics added to it too. Something like that. Go figure it out, agent. Well, yeah, so I think just in general, like you need to have that whole front end kind of managed. Like you need, because I think that's probably the absolute worst part of developing agentically is your front end having to enter this front end refinement loop where you're just like, asking for a change, testing the change, having to take one or more screenshots, finding those screenshots, you know, copying them, pasting them into the goddamn chat. And then it's just, it's the most stressful, nightmarish kind of, God, why did it not just like execute? Do I have to like dude, that should have been like an easy thing to achieve, honestly. Oh, good. Look at that. Oh, that's like just wonderful. I'm like kind of orgasming right now, if I'm honest. Like internally, I'm feeling very good about this. Wow, just fascinating. Absolutely wondrous. Can we just say this is wondrous? This is absolutely wondrous. We just need to do some nitty-gritty refining, devil in the detail style refining. Sometimes it's good to be a devil. It really is. Wonderful. See, I think here, the one thing I like this gradient though. I like the gradient. I just want it to like kind of fade in, kind of. Well, we have the fade in here. Okay, so what I can say is, great. Now let's add a kind of fade in effect on the left side of the animated wave div, so that it looks like the waveform is fading in from the background. You can use the technique that is used in the upload illustration somewhere. Oh wait, it's here. It's this. It's the mask image. Yeah, I'll just go like copy this whole thing here. Used in the yeah, it's a linear gradient used in the upload. I don't even need to be doing this. Mask gradient here. Do we have a light mode on that? Oh, whatever. I think it's not even doing any color stuff here. Oh, wait. I don't even know how it's doing it. I don't know. Let's just do it. The background. So for the, I also don't know, like, well, we'll just let it interpret it. On the left side of the animated wave, yeah. All right, let's just pray. Let's just pray. Yeah, so going back to this like whole, the problem of agentic coding right now is really the, I mean, I don't know. I think there's a lot of problems, like, to be honest, but one of the most reliable problems, or the most annoying, like the one you can expect to get like screwed on every time, is the front end problem. Just like having to deal with that annoying loop when things are not working properly in the front end. It's just this annoying ass loop that you have to go through. Oh, things are gonna get better though. Things are gonna get so much better. It's just not there yet, and it's so frustrating for everybody. Everybody hates coding. Everybody who's not a coder and is vibe coding, like, just wants to kill themselves at some point in the process, because it just sucks. It sucks so bad. The pain of not being able to do something. It's just like horrible. Kind of semi-chilly right now. I'm gonna deal with that. Let's see how that did. Wonderful. God, it's so much better than it was before. It looked like it wasn't even moving before. Remember? Look at what we accomplished here. Now we just have a little alignment issue to deal with. And of course, we're going to get screwed with the whole like responsiveness because, well, this is just not going to do for responsiveness. Yeah, I mean, like, okay, so what I would say for the responsiveness portion of this, okay, so basically it is everything 641 below. Can we agree on that? It looks like shit. Something's wrong here. Something is obviously. I mean, yeah, it's so dumb looking. We're gonna have to do some adjustments. I don't want to do it now though. I'm just like, no, I can't be bothered right now. You know the feeling. Priorities, basically. Okay, now we can just say, okay, well, I'll just do this one. For everything that is below 640, or where is that even defined is the question. We have our 640 stuff. So basically mobile. Let's make a change to the animated wave. Instead of the left side, gradient mask fade, let's have the line heights start at 1 pix and increase to their full height over the course of 100 pix. So essentially, it's the reverse of the right side of the canvas container. I wonder if it'll do it. I feel like it's not good enough. That prompt is not good enough, but I'm just pulling the trigger. I feel kind of brave, but I think this might bite me. Transparency, please. Transparency, please. Transparency, please. Let's see what's going on here now. It looks like it might have done it, but I don't know. Oh, butter. Hello. I wonder if okay, I'm not going to be that kind of a tight ass, but I was just going to say, I wonder if there could be an ease in, ease out effect. Because I feel like once it hits the final level, who gives a shit? Nobody's going to care, right? Well, let's just call it a day, okay? I think it goes to 0 picks. I'm not really sure. I can just see this micro dot that it hits. Well, I'm just kind of happy. I'm not happy about this. Look at that shit. It's terrible. All right, but things are looking pretty good. All right, I think I'm gonna call it a day with this live stream. How long have we been going for? 1 hour. I think that's good enough. We'll reconvene later.